I know it's hard, I know it's complicated, but I promised you I've been waiting here forever. I had a much to say, but you're not here with me, no. We're invincible, like fire in the snow. Trust me when I say you are my beautiful world, and I'm feeling it all, we should make an effort. It's true you're so far away, and it's true you don't feel the same. But if you take my hand, we can try and go back, starting from scratch. I won't let you go, no I can't let you go, 'cause you're my gravity, and I will never leave. I won't let you go, no baby I will not, because I still believe. You're my gravity. You will never be what I expected. Different frequencies, that's why we ain't connected. You know I will make it through, I got nothing to lose but you. It's true you're so far away, and it's true I can feel the same. It's another day, you know you want me to stay, but I go my way. I won't let you go, no I can't let you go, 'cause you're my gravity, and I will never leave. I won't let you go, no baby I will not, because I still believe. You're my gravity. You're my gravity. You're calling out my name, but the echo numbs your pain. Sorry, but more than just a shadow, I'm more than just a man. You don't care how I feel, you don't know how I feel. No, you don't know how. I wash away the sorrow till my heart can beat again. You're my gravity. No, you're my gravity. I will let you go, the only thing that I know. You were my gravity, but now I have to leave. I will let you go. Why do you feel that I want? What do you think that I want? I know how to breathe into my gravity, into my gravity, into my gravity, into my gravity, into my gravity. I know it's hard, I know it's complicated, but I promised you I've been waiting here forever. I had a much to say, but you're not here with me, no. We're invincible, like fire in the snow. Trust me when I say you are my beautiful world, and I'm feeling it all, we should make an effort. It's true you're so far away, and it's true you don't feel the same. But if you take my hand, we can try and go back, starting from scratch. I won't let you go, no I can't let you go, 'cause you're my gravity, and I will never leave. I won't let you go, no baby I will not.
Warning. The Duracell Cup Series data file you have attempted to access is out of date. Uploading current file now.
It's a brand new car from stem to stern, and it's never been raced at these speeds.
The next gen car is opportunity.
Everything is different with the exception of like the seat, the steering wheel, and your helmet.
Unknown creates excitement.
Talking about my generation.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome here to the fourth race of the season for the NNSCRA Duracell Ultra Lite Series, as we're here just down the road from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway at Lucas Oil Raceway, where the Duracell Cup Series drivers will be taking to the Yard of Bricks tomorrow. Tonight it's short track racing for the Lite drivers, coming off the heels of last week's race, another short track race at North Wilkesboro. We'll see if the drivers that did well there will do well here tonight. So far, in the three races we've run, we've had three different drivers go to victory lane. Roberto Crown Jr., the most recent of those, and Nathan Fogler would like to be number 4, as he is 5th in the point standings coming to this one. 2 top 5s in the first 3 races, and good starting track position for this one here this evening. As a matter of fact, Toyotas have actually swept the entire podium starting positions tonight. Front row going to be shared with John Lightning Jr. John comes into this race 4th in overall points. He is one of only 3 drivers that have had 3 top 10s in the first 3 races. He is only 13 points out of the points lead as well. Benny Watson, who's already gone to victory lane this year in the season opener at Daytona, is the 3rd Toyota in the podium. Benny comes into this race 3rd in overall point standings. Believe it or not, his win at Daytona is the only top 5 and only top 10 he's got so far this season, but he is 12 points back. 3rd in overall standings coming into this one, so still very much in the conversation. And then Austin Reed, he is going to roll off on the outside of row number 2. Austin is 7th in overall points. He is 20 points out of the points lead, so it is still very close for the points lead amongst really all 20 of our Lites drivers. Less than 40 points separating first down through 20th, and a lot could change here tonight. Let's go down trackside and get those most famous words in motorsports in preparation for tonight's 75-lap feature at Lucas Oil Raceway.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Nice service, be there at the end. It's a long race. We just got to stay in contention, no mistakes. That's the big key, no mistakes today. We get up there, we get in the top 10, we ride. That's what we got to do today.
Eric Monaco, our winner from Las Vegas. He's the points leader coming to this one. 10 points over Sophia Simon in 2nd. Benny Watson, who's mentioned, 3rd in points, 12 points out. Johnny Lightning Jr., 4th, 13 points back. And Nathan Fogler, the pole sitter, 5th in overall points, 14 points out after his victory last week. At North Wilkesboro, Roberto Crown Jr. is 6th in points, 16 points out of the points lead. Second straight week of short track racing for these Duracell Ultra Lite Series drivers. Here tonight, it's Lucas Oil Raceway. Let's see who's going to be able to take the checkered flag. As into the restart zone they head. Green flag's in the air, and Nathan Fogler leads them into turn number 1. John Lightning Jr. will clear for 2nd. Austin Reed up the track, might be in the wall there through 3 and 4. So Benny Watson will move into second and also into the wall, Nathan Fogler. So John Lightning Jr. did lead that lap, barely led that lap. And Fogler's into the wall again through 1 and 2. Reed, I think, also got into the wall again. Caution is out as Cat Batson's going to take the third position away from Nathan Fogler. And John Lightning Jr. will lead them back to the yellow. Looks like an incident on the front straightaway, maybe just past the start-finish line. Some smoke lingering there. Fuel should not be a concern here tonight, though tires may draw these drivers to pit road a little bit later on in this race, depending on when and if future cautions fall. Aaron Macklin is on pit road in the 6th. Nathan Stapleton with some damage on the left side of his Powerade Ford. It's going to be tough to tell tonight maybe of who's involved in a wreck just based off of right side damage, since we just saw a few drivers up and into the fence there in the first few laps, including our pole sitter Nathan Fogler. Let's go back, take a look at what happened to Aaron Macklin and Nathan Stapleton, at least two drivers that we know that got pieces of this incident. Macklin's up into the wall here, so too is Cole Coybe, so is Cody Smart. Oh, and then some contact there, the 25 of Virgil Alonso is going to get, oh sorry, that's correction, that's not Virgil Alonso, that is actually Smet Ozkan. Gets the 6 in the left rear quarter panel, turns him to the inside wall. We'll get another angle of it here. And big hit right there for Aaron Macklin, the Nintendo Toyota. And you see the black smoke there. Telltale sign that his day is more than likely over. And now one driver that was not involved in this incident, at least that I didn't see, was Nathan Stapleton. How does he get his left side damage? Incident occurs already back there. And well, I thought maybe it was in that situation there. He's currently rubbing doors with Stephen Burnside. Oh, there it is. It was a follow-up wreck. Stephen Burnside hooks him in the right rear quarter panel. A little contact there with Cole Coybe as well. And Stapleton continues on. So we had a wreck and then a follow-up wreck as drivers were slowing for the yellow over into, or maybe even, I think they might have been racing back actually, over in turn number 3. So caution out for the first time tonight. John Lightning Jr., the race leader. Benny Watson in 2nd. Cat Batson 3rd. David Dixon's now up to 4th, and Nathan Fogler, after losing the lead, getting up into the wall, he's going to restart back in the 5th position. Aaron Macklin is indeed out of the race after his hard hit into the inside retaining wall on the front straightaway. So Macklin will get credit for 20th. Aaron came into this race 8th in overall points, 22 points out. Actually was in a 3-way tie for 8th position between himself, Jack Mitchell, and Cole Coybe. And I mentioned the fact the points are still very close from 1st all the way back to 20th, so this will not be a good points night for the driver of the 6. Should get the lights out atop the pace car this next time by. Reminder, tomorrow afternoon, it is the 7th race of the season for the Duracell Next Gen Cup Series drivers, just down the road here at the historic Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And next week, you'll see both the Duracell Ultralight Series drivers and the Duracell Next Gen Cup Series drivers in their first road course race of the season, as we'll be heading to the Mid-Ohio Sports Course. Should be doubling up, I believe, here in turn 3. John Lightning Jr. will be on the inside, Benny Watson on the outside. And Cat Batson, David Dixon, Nathan Fogler, Madeline Crenshaw going to be the outside of row 3. Sophia Simon, Austin Reed, Eric Monaco, Cody Smart. Going to be the top 10 here as we get ready to go back green on lap number 8. Green flag back in the air. John Lightning Jr. will look to clear Benny Watson. Cap Batson got to his left rear quarter panel, showed the nose to maybe try and go 3 wide into turn 1, thinks better of it. David Dixon gets the wall there off of turn number 2. Benny Watson now up and into the fence there in the Hers Toyota. That could be a battle for second between himself and Cap Batson. I think John might have just gotten the wall a bit. Look at the momentum he lost, and Cap Batson tried to capitalize to take the lead. John Lightning Jr. is in the wall again, as is Nathan Fogler, as is Benny Watson, and Cap Batson's going to go to the point. Very easily taking the lead there in the Aussie Hair Products Ford Mustang, and the caution is out again. This time, potentially either Hergio Alonso or Benjamin Snyder, who are both towards the rear of the field. So Cap Batson's going to lead us under the second yellow flag. We'll go back, take a look at what happened. Also being told that race officials calling an audible, and it will be single file restarts for the remainder of tonight's event. Benjamin Snyder in the Maverick Ford Mustang. I think we were kind of almost 4 wide right there. Kyle Langland, Virgil Alonso, and I believe that was Stephen Burnside that was making up that 4 wide. Was that indeed 4 wide? That looked like it was. At least for a brief moment off of turn number 2. Let's freeze frame it here if maybe we can. We'll do it slow motion. So watch this. Langland, I think, is going to get to the inside of Snyder. Alonso's to the inside of Langland. And, well, I guess it was 3 wide. Stephen Burnside wasn't quite to the inside of the 52. But double wide's hard enough to work here, let alone 3 wide. And that's a reason why they are calling the audible with single file restarts, so that way it takes them at least a little bit more time to try and make it 3 wide. Pretty relatively harmless spin when it comes to short track racing there, though. All drivers involved should be able to continue. And the one fortunate thing, too, with short track racing, as we saw last week at North Wilkesboro, is doesn't take a whole long time for the caution period to run through before we end up getting back green flag racing. Yeah, it looks like Hergio Alonso, Kyle Langland, Benjamin Snyder, the drivers involved in that, they didn't even come to pit road to repair damage, so nothing terminal enough to draw them onto pit lane. A lot of drivers here tonight, I think, aren't going to be leaving with their right side looking all that pretty. Most of our leaders have already gotten up and into the outside safer barrier, riding the wall. And most of them have been able to still be able to keep their positioning, too. They've lost a couple of spots, but it isn't as if they've completely free-fallen through the field. I mean, John Lightning Jr. still up here in 2nd, Benny Watson and Nathan Fogler back in 5th and 6th. Roberto Crown Jr. has broken his way into the top 10 for the first time tonight. Looking for back-to-back short track wins. Of course, got that checkered flag last week at North Wilkesboro and trying to pop up into the top 5 in overall point standings as well. I mentioned about statistics at the beginning of this one. 3 drivers in the first 3 races have gotten top 10s. That being Eric Monaco, Sophia Simon, and John Lightning Jr. 1st, 2nd, and 4th in overall points. Only 2 drivers have 2 top 5s in the first 3 races to start out the season. That being Monaco and Nathan Fogler. You see there through the catch fence meshing, the right side damage on the 1 of John Lightning Jr. Good thing about short track racing is you don't have to have the prettiest race car to be able to win, just as long as what's underneath the hood is still running at full capacity. So it is merely a scratch on the right side of a number of these machines already. Cat Batson getting ready to get us back under green. You know, you talk about a driver that really can use a good run tonight. Cat Batson would be that driver. Cat currently has an average finishing position of around 13th place in the first 3 races. Still searching for her first top 10. And is 18th in overall points. That's 18th out of 20 drivers. So tonight could be a very big night for the Lite Series driver out of KEB Racing Enterprises as she gets ready to put us back under the green flag. Single file restarts. You see they're not doubling up here through 3 and 4 as they did on the previous restart. There'll be single file restarts for the remainder of the night. John Lightning Jr., Sophia Simon, Eric Monaco, and Benny Watson going to be your top 5 as the green flag back in the air. Your 3 previous race winners are all up inside of the top 7 right now. Batson trying to put some distance between herself and John Lightning Jr. Oh, contact, and Sophia Simon's going to go around. Caution's going to come out, and we're flying into this, and that's going to be a problem. Cody Smart never hit the brakes. And he clobbered the 38 car. There was smoke ahead. These drivers saw spots, and they weren't willing to lift. Benjamin Snyder, he is smoking as well, just underneath the flag stand there in the start-finish line, making his way over to turn number 1. It's Cat Batson waiting for the pace car to pick up the field, and that was tight off of turn number 4. Sophia Simon was trying to get the inside of John Lightning Jr., and John Lightning Jr. got the wall, and it shot the 38 vertically in front of traffic. And we're going to have more drivers out of the race as a result of this. Sophia Simon has already gone back behind the wall, 2nd in points. And that was a battle for the 2nd position at the time. And if I'm Sophia Simon, I'm not all too happy with the 17 of Cody Smart, because look at this. Benny Watson, Eric Monaco, they were all able to avoid, but a lot of other drivers came flying in there too. Surprised that Nathan Fogler didn't get involved. I mean, the caution had come out already. They were racing back to the start-finish line at that point in time. I understand that, but also, I mean, there's a car in the middle of the track. Why do you keep your foot in the throttle? Make sure you avoid at least that car first. I mean, look how fast they come flying in here. And Cody Smart, oh, Stephen Burnside got a big amount of damage on the 11. And Jack Mitchell might have gotten a piece as well. Let's take a look at this from the onboard of the 11 car of Stephen Burnside. And some pretty good damage on the Aldo's Pizza Chevrolet. And it looks like the garage area is beginning to fill up. It was just Aaron Macklin, and now 4 more drivers join him back there. Stephen Burnside, who we were just on board with, Cody Smart, Sophia Simon, and Benjamin Snyder will all suffer DNFs from this one here this evening. That'll leave us with 15 drivers still running. Sophia Simon going to be another driver that will take a big hit in the point standings. Was only 10 points out of the points lead coming into tonight's 2nd in overall standings. It'll be the first time this season that she will not finish a race inside of the top 10. Benny Watson, John Lightning Jr., they're all running up here. Nathan Fogler running up inside of the top 5, so no doubt they will probably pass her in the point standings going into Mid-Ohio next week. Watson was only 2 points behind her. John Lightning Jr. only 3 points. Nathan Fogler only 4 points. Roberto Crown Jr. up here in 7th. He was only 6 points behind her, so there's going to be a lot of drivers that are going to more than likely bypass her in the point standings. Going to be a bit of a free fall for that machine. Lights out. We'll get back green. Cat Batson will lead us once again. Cat Batson, so far, of the 19 laps completed, has been out in front for 11 of them. John Lightning Jr. has led 7 laps, and Benny Watson has led 1. Those 3 are currently your top 3 runners. Austin Reed is in the 4th position. Nathan Fogler, after starting on the pole, he's yet to lead a lap, but he's in 5th. Then Cole Coybe is now up to 6th. Roberto Crown Jr. 7th. David Dixon, Madeline Crenshaw, and Nathan Stapleton are the top 10. Nathan Stapleton, another driver that really can use a good run tonight. He's dead last of the 20 drivers in the point standings coming into this one. All right, let's see if these drivers will settle down just a little bit here, as we are nearing a third of the way through tonight's festivities. Green flag back in the air here for Cat Batson. John Lightning Jr. immediately looks to the inside. Got a great jump there on that restart. Batson's going to get the wall, and John Lightning Jr. will go back to the point. Benny Watson will move into 2nd. Austin Reed on the inside of Cat Batson for 3rd. Batson's going to get the wall again. Holds up the 13 of Nathan Fogler as a result. Cole Coybe is going to move into 4th. 5th for Roberto Crown Jr. And Watson just took the lead after John Lightning Jr. gets into the outside wall. Looks like it's going to be a race of attrition of who doesn't hit the wall here tonight. Nighttime conditions, a lot of grip, a lot of speed, and maybe drivers carrying too much speed into the corners as John Lightning Jr. in the wall again. Parks it right in front of Roberto Crown Jr. David Dixon has moved up into the 4th position as a result, as maybe a battle for 2nd. Well, it was going to be a battle for 2nd before Cole Coybe got the wall. So Austin Reed free and clear for the runner-up spot. Benny Watson, though, continuing to try and run away here. David Dixon just got around Cole Coybe, move him into 3rd, and now he'll set his sights on the Tide Chevrolet of Austin Reed. Hornets Nest back here, 6th place on back. Samet Ozkan, Madeline Crenshaw, Kyle Langland, Jack Mitchell, Hergio Alonso all back here. Trying to settle out what would be about 6th back through 10th. Caution's out. Certainly not, I think, what Benny Watson wanted to see. He was running away with this thing, had over a 1.5 between himself and Austin Reed. 4th yellow flag of the evening. And this one may have involved the 52 of Hergio Alonso, maybe the 39 of Cat Batson. We got some smoke on the front straightaway here. Madeline Crenshaw was parked over in the entrance of turn 1. And Samet Ozkan as well is on pit road. So maybe it was the 25 that brought out the yellow, unless the 25 and the 22 potentially got into each other, racing back to the yellow. All right, let's try and establish first off what brought the caution flag out. And it was indeed the 25 of Kyle Langland, it would appear. Oh, no, it was not. Or, I'm sorry, of Samet Ozkan. I was looking at Kyle Langland's car. I think it was the 52. Yeah, 52 and the 39 getting together. Here's a look at it. Virgil Alonso gets loose, clips the right rear of Roberto Crown Jr., then comes down, gets John Lightning Jr., then bounces down off of Cat Batson, and Batson does indeed go around. Eric Monaco into the wall there. Then let's take a look at the 25 of Samet Ozkan, because then he has an issue here off of turn 4. Oh, somebody spun up ahead. Oh, it was David Dixon. And Samet Ozkan and Madeline Crenshaw clobber him. Let's take another look here at what happens to the 45 This was a battle for third, I think, coming back to the line between Dixon and Koibe. Oh, just bounces off the wall, bounces off the right side of Koibe, and then... Oh, man. Hard hit for both Crenshaw and Samet Ozkan as they were racing back once again to the caution. Well, this is the Lite Series, kind of in similarity to the ARCA Series, to the NASCAR Cup Series, and we're seeing a pretty good case of ARCA breaks here tonight for these Lite Series drivers. As a result, more drivers back behind the wall. Add 3 more: Madeline Crenshaw, David Dixon, and Samet Ozkan. So the field is very quickly dwindling. We started with 20. We're now down to 12 drivers remaining. And Benny Watson out in front. Watson looking for his second win on the season. We'll be seeing him in a few weeks' time, attempting to qualify for another Duracell Cup Series race. His next slated race would be a track and a race that he's won at before, that being Darlington Raceway. Austin Reed right behind him in second. Cole Koibe has done a great job of working his way back up through the field. He's in third. Nathan Fogler, the pole sitter, still very much in this, in fourth. And Kyle Langland now makes his first appearance up inside of the top 5. Roberto Crown Jr., John Lightning Jr., Jack Mitchell, Nathan Stapleton, Eric Monaco. Currently the top 10. Should get the lights out this time by nearing halfway here tonight at Lucas Oil Raceway. One would certainly assume, with 8 drivers back in the garage area, the field down to about 2/3 its normal size, that we should have these drivers spread out enough that we could potentially go green the rest of the way, but it's definitely been short track racing here tonight. These drivers have not been willing to give an inch. A lot of them have completely overdriven the corner up into the outside wall. I mentioned about Darlington Raceway. Drivers leave there with a Darlington stripe. Tonight for the Lights drivers, I think every single one of them are going to be leaving with a Lucas Oil Raceway stripe. All right, then, let's get them back underway. Lap 31 will be completed. Lap 32 will go up on the board. Benny Watson ready to get us back under the green flag. Good restart for Austin Reed. Right on the back bumper of Watson's Toyota. Looks like we got a battle back there for 5th. Roberto Crown Jr. to the inside of Kyle Langland. Not able to take the spot. Langland held on. Roberto Crown Jr. slides up the track there into the wall. John Lightning Jr. will like to take that position. Jack Mitchell gets the wall behind the 21. He'll lose a spot to our points leader, Eric Monaco. Monaco's been very quiet here tonight so far, but he's up into the top 10 now. Just took the 7th position away from Roberto Crown Jr. Austin Reed is there, looking to try and take that lead from Benny Watson. Take a listen to what it's like running around here in one. Oh, hang on. Well, never mind. Austin Reed's going to make the pass on Benny Watson for the race lead. And Watson's up into the wall again, trying to go back to work and hunt down that tied Chevrolet. Nathan Fogler's gotten around Cole Koibe, and Kyle Langland was just in the wall in front of the 18. Oh, this does not look good off this corner. There's no way we're getting through this without a caution, is there? Oh, there was. Eric Monaco is flying. He's up to 5th. Points leader is working his way up here to the front, and he's going to get another one. He's going to get by John Lightning Jr. for 4th. Austin Reed, though, continuing to show the way. Austin Reed, remember, ended up being runner-up in that photo finish to Benny Watson in the season opener at Daytona. So trying to get that win that he feels he probably should have had about 6-7 weeks ago. As Watson continues to struggle, he's up into the wall again. He's already lost second place to Nathan Fogler, about to lose third to Eric Monaco. Not a whole lot of room for these drivers to race here tonight. They'll have plenty of space to race next week when we're at Mid-Ohio. First road course stop of the season for these Duracell Ultra Light Series drivers, as well as the Cup Series drivers. Back-to-back weeks that we're having Light Series races. As a matter of fact, I believe they're going to be 4 weeks in a row that the Light Series drivers will be racing. As three-way battle for second. Nathan Fogler, Eric Monaco, Benny Watson, and we might be adding some more into that list here. Here comes John Lightning Jr. and Cole Koibe, as Benny Watson continuing to struggle there in the 75. You're probably wondering, well, why is he still continuing to run up in the wall? Well, once you go up there into the wall, you slide that right front tire, the tire heat builds up, the car gets tight on entry, and you got to spend a couple of laps trying to cool that right front down to get any rotation into the corner, through the center of the corner. Right front continues to want to slide because it's literally just like that tire is on ice. Looks like he's finally got that thing with some rotation, some turnability, but not before he slipped all the way back to 6, talking about Benny Watson. Eric Monaco, though, going to work, trying to see if he can reel in Austin Reed for the race lead. He got the wall there off of 4. That brings Nathan Fogler to his back bumper, but Reed right now enjoying over 2 seconds between himself and this battle for second place. Almost 2.5 seconds, actually, between himself and the 4. Fogler tried to run the middle groove there through 3 and 4. That lost him some momentum, and Cole Koibe is now on his back bumper for the final spot on the podium. Benny Watson trying to get the 5th position away from John Lightning Jr. This all taking place 2.5 seconds behind the race leader, Austin Reed. Watson shows the nose on John Lightning Jr. He'll make the passes. The 1 is into the wall. Kyle Langland shoots to the outside. And that was too much speed he carried. He's into the fence. Kat Batson trying to charge her way back up to the front. She'll look to take 7th place away from Langland. She'll complete that pass, it looks like. Eric Monaco just ran his fastest lap of the race, 21.367. Race leader, though, ran a 21.287. So he is faster than Eric Monaco that last time by. The lap before, they ran identical lap times at a 21.367. Austin Reed, you got a gap. You don't want to be flirting up there with that outside wall. Monaco was 0.3 of a second quicker that last time by. Closing up the gap. Was 2.5 seconds. It's now down to 2.1. And Monaco definitely has enough time to reel in the 24. Again, the 24 gets the wall there off of turn 4. 21.8 to a 21.3. Monaco is charging. Monaco's coming up here. He wants that race lead. He wants his 2nd win of the season. He wants to continue to grow his points gap. Remember, his closest competitor was Sophia Simon, who is out of this race. Sophia finishing in the 18th position. So if Eric Monaco can pick up another victory, he will have a pretty sizable points lead, I would think, heading into next week at Mid-Ohio. That time by Monaco about a 10th quicker than Austin Reed. This time by about a 10th again. Gap's been closed up to about 1.5 seconds. Take a look at the lines here through the corner. Looks like Austin Reed's trying to run about the 3rd groove from the bottom. Letting it drift up. That time way too high. Ooh, right rear nearly flared into the wall. rim riding there. Let's take a look at Eric Monaco, see how he's making the corners. A little bit lower. Lets it drift up to about the top hash marks and does not hit the wall. That is a perfect line right there for Eric Monaco. He's carrying a lot of speed through the center and off the corner. There you see again right there, perfectly executed corner. Austin Reed, his spotter's got to be telling him what the 4 is doing. He's got to replicate that. That time, that looked really good through 3 and 4 for Eric Monaco. He's just got to keep doing that now. There you see, he's adjusted his line. He's now down, running with the left sides on the inside hash marks. A little bit lower, making sure that he doesn't hit the wall. Ooh, might have slipped up a little that time. Yep. Oh, man, definitely slipped up. A lot of time in the wall there, but I think Monaco may have done the exact same thing. I think they both ran pretty similar lap times there because they both made the same mistake over in 3 and 4. Reed ran a 8:19 and Monaco ran a 7:88, so pretty much almost the same kind of lap times were those. That time a 21:9 for Reed, 21:9 for Monaco. 21:4 for Benny Watson. He's starting to close in here on the top 2 from the 3rd position, so don't count him out just yet. John Lightning Jr., 4th position right now, and then Cole Coybe holding down 5th. Field pretty spread out right now. More everybody racing the racetrack than racing each other. Kyle Langland currently holds down the 6th position. Nathan Fogler right now in 7th. Roberta Crown Jr., a week removed from his victory in 8th. 9th place right now, Kat Batson, and this is a battle for 9th as Jack Mitchell is trying to get around her, improve 1 position better. Nathan Stapleton right now is in the 11th spot, and Hergio Alonso is the last car running in 12th as he makes his way into turn 1. The leaders were through 3 and 4. Don't know if they're going to have enough time where they're going to close in and have to deal with the 52 or not as lap traffic. You saw there in that same shot the 4 of Eric Monaco. There he is, trying to close up here on Austin Reed. Now catching him is one thing, passing him is another. The right front tire is already probably screaming. I would assume the right rear tire could be as well. Aero will come into play as you get closer to a car's back bumper. That will just continue to exacerbate the tight condition. So Monaco may be able to reel in the 24, but will he be able to get around him? Maybe more of waiting for the 24 to make a mistake than having a car that can actually pass him to the inside. But I think Monaco might have made a couple of mistakes there because the gap has increased again between the 24 and the 4. And the gap has decreased between the 4 and the 75 in what could be the battle for second. Well, it took us 4 cautions and 8 drivers back in the garage area to get to this green flag run. Just about every driver in the field has damage in some way, shape, or form. If not involved in a wreck, I don't think there's a single driver in the field that doesn't have some type of right side damage from getting up into the outside wall. Hopefully we don't have that kind of a trend tomorrow when the NNSCRA Duracell Next Gen Cup Series drivers take to the historic 2.5-mile quad oval of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. That'll be tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on NNSCRA TV. Oh, Reed in the wall there. Next week, it's another doubleheader with the Lite Series drivers and the Cup Series drivers, as we'll be at the Mid-Ohio Sports Course for the first road course race of the season for both respective series. Qualifying for the Cup driver is going to be very interesting, then followed that afternoon by the Lite Series race. That'll be next Saturday, and then Sunday, the Duracell Next Gen Cup Series race. Monaco about a 10th a lap gaining on Austin Reed, nearly has the gap cut down to a second. Benny Watson still trying to reel in the top 2. He's going to get the wall there off of turn number 4. That time 0.2 quicker for Eric Monaco. against the lap times of Austin Reed. But this time by, going to be 10 laps to go. Has Monaco run out of time? Does he have enough laps to get up here and take the lead away from the 24? Austin Reed trying to be the 4th different winner on the season. Eric Monaco looking to be the first repeat winner after his victory at the mile-and-a-half Las Vegas Motor Speedway at the beginning of the season. Well, you can hear the 24 playing with the throttle. Take a listen here on board with the Tide Chevrolet. You can hear a lot of off the throttle time there, feathering the throttle, and even then still carrying too much speed into the corner for a number of these drivers. John Lightning Jr. has managed to make his way around Nathan Fogler for the 5th position. Fogler trying to get him back in the closing stages. Kyle Langland trying to reel in these two. Well, Toyota looked really good at the beginning of this race. Fogler had the pole. John Lightning Jr. and Benny Watson were the completion of the top 3, but right now it is Chevrolet's 1-2 with Reed and Monaco. Chevrolet has won the last 2 races. Toyota has 1 win with Watson at Daytona. But if either Reed or Monaco close out the deal here as we come around to 5 laps to go, it'll be 3 in a row for the Bowties. Nice corner there for Austin Reed. I think Monaco may have brushed the wall that time through 3 and 4. 2/10 gained by Austin Reed that lap. And 5 laps remaining here at Lucas Oil Raceway. It certainly wasn't the cleanest race, but the clean product of Tide may be sitting in victory lane in just a few moments as Austin Reed has led 38 laps here tonight. He's been able to keep Benny Watson and Eric Monaco, a couple of former winners, in his rearview mirror. Ooh, don't overdrive the corner there, Austin rather. Brushing the wall there with the right rear quarter panel. Monaco closed up the gap that lap. Can't make mistakes, just hit your marks. 2.5 laps here down the back straightaway. It'll be 2 to go this time by. Gap maintains through 3 and 4, at least for the moment. Austin Reed just needs 8 more good corners. Just avoid that outside wall. There you go. Nice line there through 1 and 2, running that middle groove. Let's see if he backs it down, runs the middle through 3 and 4. Don't want to overstep that cushion. Looks good. Right side's on the hash marks. You'll see the white flag this time. Just got to be smooth for 1 more circuit. Austin Reed came into this race 7th in overall points, 20 points out of the points lead. He'll gain on Eric Monaco, but not by much with Monaco running in 2nd. This should move him, though, into the top 5 in overall points heading into Mid-Ohio next week. Austin Reed becomes the 4th different winner on the season in the Duracell Ultra Lite Series as he takes the checkered flag tonight at Lucas Oil Raceway. Monaco, the points leader, brings it home in 2nd, and Benny Watson will complete the podium. Going to be another incredible points night for Eric Monaco in the 4 car, as he will look to extend the points lead heading into Mid-Ohio next week. Benny Watson will stay up in the top 3 in points with his podium. He'll more than likely, well, he may not lose. I think he'll stay 12 points behind Eric Monaco since he led a lap, talking about Watson, and Monaco did not. John Lightning Jr., Nathan Fogler, they ended up dropping back late. Fogler dropped back to 6th, and John Lightning Jr. fell back to 8th, as we'll see with the finishing results here. Cole Koibe moved up into the 4th position in the closing stages, and Kyle Langland completed the top 5. So Fogler and John Lightning Jr., who were battling, it looked like, for the 5th position. I don't know if they made some contact late or something, but it certainly dropped them back outside of the top 5. Roberto Crown Jr. will be right between them in 7th. Nathan Stapleton brings it home in the 9th position. That is his first top 10 on the season, so well done to him. Same for Kat Bass in her first top 10, and she'll bring it home in the 10th position. Jack Mitchell and Herjo Alonso were the last drivers to finish this race. And after 4 cautions here tonight in the first 22 laps of this race, got Crenshaw, David Dixon, Smet Oskan, Cody Smart, Stephen Burnside, Sophia Simon, Benjamin Snyder, and Aaron Macklin. Sophia Simon, second in points coming tonight, will take a big hit in points. So too will Aaron Macklin, who was 8th in overall points. We'll see where those two are situated heading into next week. But thank you all so much for tuning into this race here tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Congratulations, Austin Reed, on his first career win in the NSCRA Duracell Ultra Light Series race. If you enjoyed this event, be sure to give this video a like. Subscribe to be part of the crew today. We showed you full feature results. You're looking at your point standings now. Tomorrow afternoon, it is the Duracell Next Gen Cup Series drivers at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway before we head to Mid-Ohio next weekend for our doubleheader of Lights and Cup Series action. Until tomorrow afternoon, though, I've been Seth Cole, and you've been watching another broadcast courtesy of NSRA TV, offline racing at its best.